Hi, my name is Lost Ninja. You are watching Eschatologist's Exploration Experience, or E3. This is episode 15, and I'm about to fish out some fish from the river that runs through the basement of my base. Now, I am about to finish off the repairer, or finish making the repairer, what I was making in the previous episode. I've done a little bit of work between episodes. Most of it is just cosmetic, you know, putting roofs and windows and stuff in. In fact, all of it's cosmetic, I think. I don't think... Oh, I made a door. And I found a block that says it's a door factory, but I don't know how to use it yet. If it works the way I want it to, it might be something to replace these with. Which I love, because they look great, but they're a bit sort of... what I want to be able to do is have, for each door, I want to be able to hit a button, and the door will open, and hit the button again, and the door will shut. But if I hit the button on the other outside, it's still gonna... You know, so hit the button here, the door opens. Go outside, hit the button again, and the door shuts. If you see what I mean. And whilst Mulsis doors, or let's see, Mulsis switches has a thing. I've done that as well. Has a thing that should help that. It doesn't seem to work the way I would expect it to. I'm not altogether certain how to work around it. Bearing in mind I haven't got any complex redstone mod things in at the moment. So anyway, we were working towards making one of those, and to make one of those we need empowered Inori crystals. And to get an empowered Inori crystal we need grey dye, button, cobblestone and snow, and we should have all of that now. Or if we don't have it, we've got access to it. So that's the snow. The grey dye is ink. We got any ink? We got some ink. Right, so ink and bone meal. Right, a button. Oh, and I made some cookies as well. Cookies. What am I looking for? Cobblestone. I've done a lot of mining off camera, but I haven't processed any of my ores yet. I don't think. No, I haven't processed any of my ores yet, so I will set that going as well. What do we want? Right, so if we pop into there, we want to put... Yeah, that works. Just love that. We need those as well. Right, so let's go and let's do 4 of those. Oh, we need a block of iron as well. Ah, we don't need a block of iron though, do we? We can do it with an Inori crystal directly. So we pop that in the middle, and then that, and that. It's not quick, but it will appear there eventually. Pac-Man Pet's great. It feeds you as you get hungry. And it makes Pac-Man noises. That means I've got a damage boost, but I don't know how the damage boost works. It doesn't seem to be a thingy thing. Right, so we've got quite a lot of resources from that. If we go back over here, look in that chest, we should have an empowered what's it, Jiggy, which gives us empowered Inori crystals. We'll just pop them there. So what we need to make next then is one of those. No, one of those. To make one of those. To make one of those, but we've got it set up in that table there. So. And then we've just got to hope we've got enough power, I suppose, because they're not the cheapest of things to run. Now, where am I going to put it? I think. Let's look at where the power is downstairs. Yeah, I think there. Basically, yeah, you put an item into it. It applies. It applies a. Where's the wrench gone? There's the wrench. Laser wrench. Of course, in Britain, we'd actually call it a spanner rather than a wrench, but. Ooh. Why can I not place? Oh, I can. There we go. Okay, that's full. And then it just takes as long as it takes, basically. It's actually quite quick. And you can automate it. It's something I have done in the past, is to have, not on something I've recorded, sadly. So end the pouch. Was it an end pouch? Yeah, there's an end pouch. End the pouch into this system. This system then spat whatever the tools were that I was wanting to repair into the repairer, and then the repairer dumped it back into the system, where it was dumped back into the ender pouch. Although I have a feeling it was a different ender pouch. I don't think I ever got around to sorting it out, so it worked the other way. So yeah, that's my actual additions for now. I think I'll just have a quick look at the actual. Oh, we've got a book as well, haven't we? Let's just go and have a quick look at that book. I want to see if I can work out how the item things work. Please click me. There is no such thing as canola seeds. Right, fair enough. Laser transport. Item laser relays. Oh, maybe I need all these as well. Modify invisibility. Modify range. Laser relay modify invisibility makes the laser connection between two relays that have it installed appear completely invisible. You can install it by right-clicking a laser relay with it in hand and uninstall it again by sneak right-clicking relay. By wearing engineer's goggles, you can make hidden beams appear visible. All right. How about that? No, let's go back to there. Right. Oh, there we go. Item laser relays. Before we start, the item laser relay system is more complicated than fluid energy counterpart. However, it's an extremely powerful way to manage transport your items. When connecting an item laser relay to any block that stores or handles items, it will basically know about the slots they have and what items are in them. That alone isn't particularly useful. However, the item interface can interact with those items. Check out check out its chap to find out how. Can we click on? No, apparently not. Right, so soon you'll find that sometimes you will need to white and blacklist what you actually want to go into a container. The advanced item laser relay is able to do just that. When right-clicking, you can configure a whitelist or blacklist inside of the GUI. This list has two sides, however. The inbound side basically means things that are trying to go into the container the relay is attached to, and while the outbound means things that are trying to exit from the attached container. This doesn't only work on storage containers in the network, but also for item interfaces, meaning that you are able to set up a storage system and only pull out specific items in certain places. Except it wouldn't work the way I thought it would. Right, so item interface. The item interface is the way to interact with an item laser relay network. On its own, such a net will just know about all the items and slots that connected containers have. The item interface, however, can be used to directly interact with these items. The way the item interface works is it basically pretends to be a very large chest containing every slot of every container that is connected. What this means is that you can use a hopper or any other item transport mechanic on the item interface and it will function like a chest, being able to accept items and have items pulled out of it. But instead of any items being stored inside of the item interface, they will go to and be pulled from the laser relay network. To actually connect an item interface to a network, just place an item laser relay next to one. So that might be what I needed to make the thing work. I'm fairly certain that in hopping item interface works the same as normal item interface, meaning you can connect them to an item laser network by placing one next to it. However, whereas you need to pipe items into the normal item interface, the hopping item interface will pull and push items on its own. It has every functionality that the hopper has, but instead of storing items in an internal inventory, it stores them in the network. I don't understand it. Blocks that don't use RF. Blocks that use it. Firework battery. Oh, great way to store your power. However, for it to be able to use power, you have to right-click a battery onto it. It will then be able to store energy on the battery itself. That's not a bad idea, is it? If you set the battery to discharge mode via sneak right-clicking it, or by applying a redstone pulse to the battery box, it will try to spread the power it receives equally to up to 15 adjacent battery boxes. Wow. Right, nothing really there. Items that don't use it. Nothing there. Items that use it. What's the staff? Teleport staff. Oh, ender casing. Block of ender pearl. Empowered diamantine. I've got some spares. I've got a spare of that as well. Wow. I might actually get that. Oh. However, when you aren't looking at a block, you can only be looking upwards up to 5 degrees, otherwise the teleport will fail. Handheld filler? Ooh. Drills. Yeah, drills probably a good idea. Ring of magnetism. When it has been charged in an energizer and is inside your inventory, uses crystal flux or whatever it is to suck up items that are further away than you can pick up by yourself. You can enable them today, but by sneak right clicking. It's normal Inori crystals plus Rustonia plus a ring, which is. Oh. Let us make one of those then. So we need a ring first. A ring of haste. No, just a normal communal garden ring. We'll make 2 rings. Right, the ring of magnetism. That one. Should be able to make one just out of the box. Now, there was another ring I wanted to try making. Ring of growth. Liquid banning doesn't. Oh, and yeah, the advanced rings require ender stars in this pack. Not quite ready to make ender stars, I don't think. Oh, nether stars. So I want an energizer? Oh, an empowerer. Was that what it was? Energizer, not an empowerer. An energizer. I need all those. Right, so an energizer. Get this right. An energizer charges items that hold CF using its energy supply. An innovator discharges items that hold that CF and stores the energy in its energy supply. Oh, I see. That makes sense then, really. So we'll make one of those to charge the ring up. And we will place it there. I apologise for spending all this time doing boring things, but I'm really, it's because I'm a boring sort of person. Oh, I know why I can't find it, because it's in there. Ooh, we've run out of power. Or we're running out of power, I should say, perhaps. Let's go and grab all of those. I'm going to do that before I go out doing my next sort of... Ooh, that looks fun, doesn't it? So let's just grab all of those. Oh, I want my Ender IO back. Now the question I've got really is, can I use it in a bauble slot? No, not good. Oh well. That would be too good really, wouldn't it? Is there any way of knowing whether it's on or not? Seems to be working now. I suppose it'd be sensible to take a battery or two as well, wouldn't it? Just so we've got something to charge it up with. There doesn't, however, appear to be any armour. And I would sort of expect there to be an armour type. Those are expensive. I'm not going to bother making one of those yet. I don't need them normally. So let us. Oh, that's what I wanted to make. I want to go and make a auto breaker. Press the wrong button. Auto breaker. There we go. Where's my coal? I need some coal. And they're all down in coal where muck slats on windows. We burnt all our anthracite and there's nothing left but cinders. When the clock... Oh, that's a thought. Did that work the way I think it looked like it did? No. It just looked like it worked out the way it did. Right. Luckily for this thing, or luckily for me I suppose I should say, I don't think it needs to have a... Oh, wrong button. We got 33 more of those, that's useful. Good. Got those. Yeah, there's an automatic placer as well somewhere. Auto placer, which is that one. Which is, oh, don't suppose I've got that one either. Yeah, we will. Now, if you place it in there, that will place it, that will break it. I can automate the process somewhat. Okay. I want to do next is not really anything in there that I need to sort out. Let's get all the bags out. Oh, we've had a crash. Not good. Not good at all. Failed hand packet. Ticking player. Bugger. We can probably almost certainly get back straight back in. Incompatible class change. Something or other. No, we can't get back in. This is not good. I think it was the ring. But I could be wrong. There's not an easy way of fixing it, I don't think. So it looks like that episode is going to end there. Try it one more time. Well, there is a way around it, but I'm not certain how to do it. Right, it's a ticking player, and it is almost certainly, I've just grabbed something out of a bag, and one of the items in that bag is buggered. But I'm trying to see what the... not enough ones by the looks of it. Actually, additions, mod items, item battery. Ah, it might be in the battery then. Basically, my player inventory's buggered. And I'll have to stop server. Anyway, basically, I'm just have to end the episode there. I should be able to get back to it somehow, but there's an NBT editor around somewhere, so I'll have a look at editing the NBT data of the character. But I have to do that. I'll have to stop the server. So save all and stuff. So and as this is really not about editing NBTs, I'm not gonna keep you. That is really annoying. I'll see how quickly I can do it, basically. NBT editor. NBT editor. NBT Explorer. That's probably the one I've used before. Because the problem is, just because I can find an editor doesn't mean to say it will Let's see if we can download it. We'll work out how to do it. Last edited 2015, so it's quite possible this no longer. Where the hell do I get it from? Yeah, looks like it's seriously out of date. It's not been updated since 2015, which rather implies to me that it's going to be for an older version of Minecraft. There's no guarantee that it will work with my existing version of Minecraft, which will be annoying. So, it's not actually doing anything at the moment. So, there we go. Basically, if I haven't got it sort of even worked out what I'm doing, I'm going to, by the half-hour mark on the recording, which is about 4 minutes from now, I'm gonna stop the recording and do this off camera. Hopefully we can get it sorted quickly, but I'm sure you don't really want to watch me doing this. Although I suppose it's possible that you do want to watch me doing this because it's something that doesn't normally happen in these sort of come on, player data open. Oh, player data, there we go. Now, can we see active effects? Ooh. Right. There might be a case of just deleting the player, which would be a nuisance because I'm going to lose quite a lot of items. XP level 39. To be honest though, I think that's probably going to be my best bet, because I can't attribute generic max health, knockback resistance, movement speed, generic armor, toughness, attack damage, attack speed, and generic luck. Well, there's a couple of things to it. First of all, I'm going to lose my player class, which will be annoying. Diamond pickaxe, laser wrench, ender pouch. The ender pouches I can get back easily enough because they're static within the thing, and I'd have to actually delete the Pac-Man pet, Ocelot pet, Spider pet, Anvil pet, feed bag, Minecraft boat. Yeah, so basically, looking at that, I don't think I can do it with the ender pouches because the ender pouches work differently. Quantify key, draws key. Right, that's the one I want to remove, I think. So what we'll do is we will. It doesn't look like I can. It doesn't look like I can do that. I want to delete that tag. Does that work? Moving wand, diamond sword. Right, we've done. It might actually do the job. Right, so we will start the client again. Sorry, not the client. With the client I haven't shut the client down because it's not an issue with the client. It's an issue with the server. Although looking at this, I think as long as the client is not connected to the server, I'll be able to edit the player data anyway. So and myself, I'll get rid of the display capture and we'll put the server up so we can see that. What was I saying? What I need is a TiVo in my brain so I can remember what I've said. Just, you know, rewind my consciousness by 5 minutes to find out what what I've just said. I can't remember what I was saying. So we will we'll see what we're doing. Yeah, so if the server starts, we'll continue where we're going. Sorry, not if the server starts. If I can log back in, we'll continue with what I was doing, which is pretty much getting ready to go and assault a dungeon. One of the other sorts of dungeons, not the Doom-like dungeon, but the roguelike dungeons. I want to completely conquer one and see how we get on with that. That'll cover us up to the end of the episode. Right, so we've started the server. One of the advantages of not having a huge number of mods in the pack is the fact that the server does actually start very quickly. Took it about a minute and a half. Right, so that should work, and we've no longer got the battery. Let's just pop all my pets away for now, just so that and the feed bag. No battery. No crash. Yay! We fixed it! So we will use that to repair that. It does mean that I'm going to have to either carry 2 of those around or, you know, something like that. It's not a perfect solution, but I'm not going to carry those around at all. I use them for crafting and nothing else, because that's not a terribly good thing. So that one wants to be repaired. That wants to be repaired. Why am I still carrying an iron axe around with me? I do not know. That can be repaired. That can be repaired. Oh, we've run out of power. That's not good. Probably because they're only doing 64 RF per tick, and that thing's probably drawing quite a lot more than that. Right, so the question is, how much gold have we got? Probably not enough. And that's no, that's the stuff I want. Hardened stone. Right then, so if we look at that, and we'd need... this is complicated. Because we need some sort of power storage, and if the batteries are going to corrupt my save, I can't really use them, can I? So I haven't got anything else that does the job. I haven't got any other mod that provides battery. Let's just have a quick look at an energizer. And an innovator. Blum, 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 blum. And we could do with some crafting things as well. Now, what was the recipe for the battery itself? Don't like the look of it either. Okay, so put that down there. So let's see. Right. I have to go back upstairs and grab those before it runs out of power. Disconnected it from the power source. Right, so what I want to do then is connect all of those to that, and then connect that to there. And all the power comes from that. That has no battery in it at the moment, and I can't get the battery that's in there out because I've not ideal, but well, hopefully we can use that battery in that without having to edit the MBT again. Well, basically, if we do, we're stuck. That only stores 200,000, so it's not ideal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one off again, and then just power that to there. It's better than nothing. We'll have to make the quadruple battery or whatever it's called eventually, but it's not urgent at the moment. I mean, that thing on its own has got more storage than the thing I've just made. But the problem is, of course, I can't make the battery I want to make, which would be, I don't know, say the quintuple battery, which has got 2 million RF in it. No, don't get me wrong. I love the system. I think the system is brilliant, but I can't work with a system that's, that causes my server to crash if I'm not in perfect thingied crusher monster spawner. I'm just going to get rid of the monster stuff crusher. It'll do that. I knew it was going to do that anyway, so that's not an issue. What I want to do is going to get rid of the monster spawner now. Yeah. We're gonna finish getting ready for this dungeon, and then I'm gonna end this episode. I apologise profusely for the MBT editing malarkey in the middle of it. I couldn't think of any other way of doing it, and because the way I run my episodes has a it does work the way it should do. Good. Sadly, this doesn't function the way I want it to, but anyway, yeah. So I was a bit stuck in getting what I want from it. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. I want to recharge that. That's got a small storage crate which we can get out. That's empty. That's empty. We've got a boat in there anyway, but we'll put another one in. Why not? Why not, indeed? Ooh, I like that door. That's finished. Finish him. Right. Yes. The astute members of my audience will have noticed that I have several cheaty items in my bags. Basically, yeah, I do, and I shouldn't have, and I really ought to get rid of them. And you know what? I'm not bloody going to. That can just go into there because I don't want that out any longer. That one, and where is it? That one. I will put them in that box. I'm not getting rid of them. Basically, if I'm doing it on camera, it's annoying having a lag spike every time you break or place a block. But it's I can live with it, if you see what I mean. If it's you know, I'm doing it off camera. I'm just trying to get things done as quickly as possible so that I can get on with recording the next episode. It's an absolute pain in the rear to have to cope with lag like that. Keep that one. Get rid of that one. Keep that one. Keep that one. So I cheat them in and use them. So sorry. I'm not gonna. I'll apologise for doing it, but I'm not gonna actually not do it. If you see what I mean. It's not worth the hassle. Let's put those away. That can live in there. That can also live in there. That can live in there. Have we got everything repaired apart from that? And my current pickaxe, excuse me. It's a very rude noise to make, wasn't it? Okay, so that just lives in the corner. Oh, in fact, we suppose we could live that there, couldn't we? That's pretty cool. Okay, so what I wanted to do, what was I going to... Oh, I was going to get all the junk out of here. That's what I was going to do. I knew I had more black quartz and stuff, and I could not find it. I could not work out how I could have lost it. And that was how. Free Eloisa. Iron casing, wood casing, also always useful those lot. Coffee seeds, solidified, I'll use that now. Witherbone, Inferium. That was the compressed obsidian I said. If you remember earlier on, I said I'm sure I've got more. That, and I should have had a whole load of compressed obsidian. That was it. We'll get that out. I'm going to take that with me so I can have a look at it. I think, because you can make those, and I had forgotten about them to be honest, I think I'm going to make my backpack a lot smaller. Ancient constructs, I read that one. Pipes. Ember bore. While bedrock may halt your downward advances, it will not halt your machines. The ember bore must be fueled with normal furnace fuel items and must be placed at a position where the blades of the bore can touch bedrock. When fueled, the bore will dig up ember crystals from deeper into the earth for your future use. Hoppers and other item transporters must be used to extract and insert fueling crystals from the bore. That's quite nice. Tinker hammer. No recipe. Bloody stupid. Atmospheric gauge. Oh, here we go. I've got one of these. Evidenced by the existence of hot molten stone deep in the earth, or the glowing heat sustaining the strange golems you fight, you have come to believe that at the centre of your world lies a powerful energy source. Using some copper and iron, you have found a way to create a device capable of measuring the density of this energy, henceforth referred to as ember, at a position in the world. That's just ores. Dials. Dials are a simple way to get information from a machine. Two exist, the ember and the fluid. Dials attached to their respective containers. Each dial will graphically display the contents of that container when looked at. Ember activator. Ember bore. Crystallized ember. Ember bore's excavation yields several curious glowing crystals. These crystals come in several sizes. The larger ember crystal and the smaller ember shard. These crystals are clear evidence that the power of the core of the world both exists and can be indirectly tapped. Through the immolation of these crystals, you believe you may be able to activate the power within for other use. So then we've got an ember activator. Ember activator is an ingenious device, finally allowing you to extract usable energy from ember crystals and shards. Simply insert said crystals and shards into the bottom of the device using a hopper, or other item into the bottom of the device using a hopper. I haven't switched to server up. This is a crap episode. I'm very sorry. I'm going to end it there and start again. That's garbage. Sorry. I don't automatically look at that screen when I'm working on that screen, so I apologise profusely. I haven't been doing very much, just tidying up and stuff. I can't do anything to rectify the situation, really. We'll pop that in the bag. Right, have we got... We should have. Have we got any ender pearls? Oh, we got 6 eyes of ender. That will do nicely. Then we need 4. I haven't got enough gold. I need more gold. Right, so we need to go and we probably need to put a so that one is linked to my house now. That's the one I will take with me to link at the other end. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to that one, which will take us down to the village, and then we'll just go to wherever I have identified as the nearest. That one, that one, that one, and well, that as well, but not that one. What's the other one I normally carry? Oh yeah, the repair one. Okay. And then we'll go into that bag. Get our sword out. And our bow and arrow. Which I've lost. I haven't, is that. Right, so now what I need to do is go and find the... I still haven't looked up to find out why that thing doesn't work properly. What we need then is a dungeon. That looks suspiciously like a dungeon. In fact, it looks like 2 dungeons there. So I'm not going to go to that one. Oh, there's one there, look, north of where we are. Here. We'll go to that one. We need to get, while we're here, I need to remember to pick up some more, ooh, that's quite cool. Oh, it didn't last very long, does it? I need to pick up some more, right, that's the unlinked one. So we need to... So that will take me back to my house. 451 and 2642. That's the one. Well, you go to there and we do that. And then we click that one on there. We can now get to and from the... let's see if we've got any signs. Sig. We haven't got any signs. Right. That's no good. We need a sign. We need a sign from above! Ooh. Juggernaut pet. Cool. Eldritch insignia. Wow. I don't know what that does. Illuminati pet. I'd quite like to have one of those. What are these though? Fused lava crystal. Oh, that's... I know that's from, yeah. So I'm gonna have a snooze. Ah, dear. That was a... Oh, gods. This has been a train wreck of a thing. It's crashed leaving the bed. I'll need to kick out the server. I'm going to end the episode there. That's the end of episode 15, entitled Train Wreck. I'll come back with episode 16 and we'll get straight into the dungeon. So I'm ready to do it now. So, yeah. it's one of those things. I apologise for leaving the server thing up. I will try to remember not to do that in future. If you liked this episode, you're mad. If you didn't like this episode, tell me in the comments, and I'll try to do better in future. I really do apologise.